Ready.
Hey there. Hi.
Hey.
We want to warmly invite you today to our membership. We're launching a new membership and it's called KIN, Writing from Connection with the Wider Web of Life.
Hmm.
And when we say writing, that could mean any kind of writing. It's a practice based membership. We wanted to create something that is experiential and practice led. And the idea is that it liberates your writing so it flows more freely and fully. And we're inviting it to come from the many places in you and all around you, not just your head. And
Yeah,
we
I
are your
think,
co-teachers. I'm Rachel Blackman.
and I'm Brooke McNamara, and we both have benefited so much from our own ways of getting beneath, beyond our own headspace, and also including the wisdom that does come from these amazing brains. But I think we both find so much joy and freedom and connection and possibility and surprise by tuning into, for example, the voice of the upper left chamber of the heart. For example, Rachel leads this incredible somatic journey that is nervous system informed and embedded in the neuroception of safety. Your journeys always take me to places in my imagination and my soul and the world where I receive so much inspiration and wisdom and humor. And I have my own ways through meditation and movement and prompting questions, really alive questions to tune into the voices that are not our habitual voices. So
Mm.
we have this kind of collective platter of
Mm.
treats to imbibe and libations to imbibe, to just play and explore and see what wants to come, whether you're a poet or a novelist or journalist, or you don't write at all but you just want to get more imaginative and inspired.
Mm.
That's what we're here for, is to create a community or a web, a family of people who are getting curious and playing through writing.
I just love that. Yeah, I love that so much. And something that a phrase that you use, Brooke, in one of our FIG longer program FIG, once you described it as perspective yoga. Like idea that, yeah, your thoughts are welcome too. Like, of course, your head is part of being in a body, right? It's part of your lived experience, is also having a head. And there are so many other places we can go and explore from. And being both creative artists, we're really interested and invested in what might be possible, like where might we be able to go, and how might we do it in a safe, permissive, and really exciting and enjoyable way. Um, yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it.
Sometimes the hardest thing for a lot of writing students I talk to is just getting to the page. So this is also a way to get yourself to the page, because there's set times where we're going to be co-working or doing a guided practice where we invite your imagination to a certain place and then right from there and share with others. So hopefully there'll be an association of pleasure, enjoyment, or at least some kind of satisfaction where over time you want to come.
Yeah.
You want to come to the live spaces or to the recordings because something nourishing will happen, whether it's big or small, subtle or dramatic. That's what's happened for me over the years when I've gotten beyond my head, again, including the wisdom of the head, but going beyond it, transcending and including. It's just it's just interesting. I'm more curious about what will happen if I go into the practice than I am scared enough to avoid it. And so we want to create that muscle in
Yeah.
in our community of, like, let's just see what happens. And if nothing happens, I always say, if nothing happens, well, then at least you meditated.
Yeah, that's great.
If you didn't get your writing practice in, you got your meditation practice in because you sat and listened and
Yeah.
you just were present. So,
Yeah, and we also really strongly love the idea that we might cross pollinate, that we're creating our own web of life in this community. So even if you are having a session where you're turning up and not much writing's happening, there's still a cross fertilization happening through the sharing of other people's ideas and other people's outputs and their process, and that is itself an ecology. That's a sort of fertile thing.
yeah, for sure.
And something also about creating the environment that I'd like to be in. Like, and I'm, like we were both saying, we really love to have the chance to have these holding structures where we're simply being with our writing. Where the only request is to be with each other and with our writing, and that's it. There's something about that that feels like a kind of clean agenda or something, and it helps me organize myself to the page. Mm.
Yeah, so if you're curious, you can show up to one of our upcoming workshops or events and feel free to reach out and ask us any questions that are coming up. And we hope to see you down the road.
Yeah, great. Oh, just one thing I'll say just before we end, we have an opening workshop that's happening on the 28th of April. Um, you can take a sneak peek of that on the landing page for Kin. You'll find out about that there. And it's called Somatics and Poetry for Feeling Your Feet on the Ground. And it's really about how we might remember this primal connection with the earth underneath our feet that gives us our life, and find expressions and articulations for that experience through writing. And that's, yeah, 28th of April. It's 5 to 7 p.m. UK time and 10 to 12 p.m. Mountain time.
Yeah, 10 a.m. to noon Mountain. Yeah.
Did I say? Oh, sorry, did I miss that?
You said it right. I just 10 a.m. so they don't think it's 10 p.m. Yeah.
Right. Great.
Okay, we hope to see you. We're really excited.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thanks
for
very
watching.
much for your time.